Hey everybody, it's Emily the Crazy Worm Lady. I'm here today with the African Nightcrawler carbon only bin. So I'm just going to pull off my cover here, make sure there's no worms on it. It doesn't appear so. And I wanted to just get right in. We had fed over here on this right hand side, and by feed I just mean put in a bunch of bedding. And I wanted to see if the worms had shown any interest in moving in here. And I don't see a whole lot, to be honest with you. The moisture feels relatively good, actually. I'm pretty pleased. Oh, there we go. Make sure, was this food item left over? No, it looks like they were getting into that newspaper. They always love these corners. So I guess they were just making their way down to the comfortable spot in the corners. See about this corner down here. It is a little bit compact, but like I said, the moisture feels good, so I'm not going to worry about that too much. But I'm seeing a lot of baby worms, which is really encouraging as well. I'm sure when we harvested and moved everything over here, a lot of those cocoons now are going to start hatching on us, so we probably are going to get a really good number of baby worms. So we'll just take a quick glance across the rest of the bin here. I want to still try to keep the larger pieces of newspaper relatively buried up so that they'll stay moist enough that they can work through it. Still, down in these corners, they're kind of all over the place. And it's a freshly laid cocoon on us. Maybe a few days because it's not quite that bright yellow, but it's still a very pretty color, like almost an orangish golden color. But really everywhere, things are looking excellent. I don't think I'm going to feed today, but I'm actually combining my updates today. So I'm going to also include the European Nightcrawler carbon only bin update today. And I have a little idea to go working with that, the color on those guys. So I am just going to finish turning this up a little bit to aerate, but the moisture is excellent, so I'm not going to fool with that at all. Just leave our cover on it. I think the cover is working well. And I'm going to go grab the European Nightcrawler bin. We will take a peek and see how they're doing in there, and I will tell you what my idea is for today, something a little fun and new. Alright, so into the European Nightcrawler carbon only bin. I won't lie, this one feels a little bit drier than our African Nightcrawler bin did. But still, material's looking nice. When we get down below, where it's a little bit more moist, you can see the castings are nice and dark. Oh, here's that orange. I forgot that they still had some food to finish working through. So let's see how many worms we have down here in the corner. I bet you a lot. No, not nearly the number I had anticipated. Just must not be that appealing to them just yet. I'm not sure if it was frozen first. It's definitely breaking down, but it's they're not really into it much just yet. So I'm going to pop it open so they can finish up on that. And I do have some eggshell. If I can get this open real quick, I will sprinkle a little bit of eggshell in here just to prevent any sort of acidic conditions. 1 second here. So I doused that in some eggshell just to make sure we don't get acidic and bother the worms at all. I'm surprised I'm not seeing more of them. I feel like last week when we moved them into here, it was just chock full. I guess they're spread out a bit more, which I did anticipate with this bin because there's not going to be much food in any one spot. It's going to be the bedding just all throughout. But I do have a little bit of an idea, like I said, a little surprise. So I'm going to turn the camera off for a few minutes. Then I'm going to come back and show you what my new little side experiment is going to be with these guys as well. Alright, so I decided to do a little very small scale cocoon bin. I only pulled out 11 cocoons, I believe. Let's see. Is there an extra one over here? Nope, just 11 cocoons. So you can see there are various stages of maturity. You know, these deep red ones could actually be close to hatching. These yellow ones that are, you know, lighter in color will probably take a little bit longer. So I just figured we would do this on the side along with these carbon bins because these are not ultra exciting. So I am going to take just a handful of, and by a handful I mean just a very small amount, make sure there's no worms in it, of compost and bedding from in here because that will provide some microbial life. And that's all I'm going to add of that, and then I'm going to add a little bit of just some regular bedding mix that I have, and I will show that to you guys, and then we'll call it a day. So our carbon only bin updates are now going to also include a little bit of an update on this very small, I mean this is a little Tupperware, looks like maybe 20-30 ounces, something like that, really not much at all. So let me get all that together and we will wrap it up for today. Let me know what you think about this idea. I just thought it would be fun to add a little bit more excitement to these carbon bins because I don't think they're going to be overly exciting. So I will pull all this together, we'll call it a day, and I hope you guys are enjoying the start of this new series. Alright, so I mixed up some bedding here. This is some egg crates, some peat moss, some shredded paper towel rolls, coffee grounds, my dry mix, just a little smorgasbord of good stuff for them. I'm hoping the coffee grounds will help with some of the microbes. And then I did get a piece of banana here, so it's just the very tail end of a piece of banana. And I'm going to pour the cocoons right near it. Not on top of it, but near it. Make sure I got them all out. I'll check that in a minute. And then I'm just going to cover that little piece with a bit more of our bedding. Like I said, I already mixed in a lot of the grit and buffer, so they should be fine if they hatch on us, but I want to make sure all the cocoons are covered up. I think I did a decent job at that, and we will give these guys a week, and next week with our carbon update we will peek in, see if we find any wisps hanging out on our banana. So like I said, guys, let me know what you're thinking about this. Drop your comments below, like this video, subscribe if you'd like some more content from me, and I'll be back with you guys real soon for an update. Have a great day.